Alright, welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so we're notified every time a new video goes up on Hot Topics TV. Listen, let's talk about this real quick. But let me remind you that Chris Brown has never been forgiven ever since that altercation with Rihanna back in the day. This is what it is today. There's a lawsuit out that is accusing Chris Brown of raping a unnamed woman on a Florida yacht. Here is how it all happened, and this is what she said. So, Los Angeles, an unnamed woman has filed a lawsuit, and now this is taken from MSN. So you know when MSN, powered by Microsoft, released this type of news on you, it's out there. It's going to court. In other words, Shorty is after her bag. But she might be after some justice as well, depending on if this is true or not. Disclaimer, I don't ever want to be the type to come out and say, you lying, and tell a female she's lying when she actually did get raped. So I'm going to stay clear of the accusations and just go with what's been stated so far. So an unnamed woman has filed a lawsuit that accuses musician Chris Brown of drugging her and raping her on a Florida yacht in December of 2020. And she is seeking $20 million in damages from Chris Brown. She's not seeking justice as in, I hope he's found guilty. Let's put him in prison because he's a rapist and he violated me. Let's make sure he never does this to another woman. She is seeking $20 million in damages. The civil lawsuit was filed on Thursday by a musician and choreographer identified as Jane Doe. She wants to remain anonymous. She says, Chris Brown has all kinds of ties in the streets, and I don't want anybody sending anybody after me. So don't put my name out there. Don't put my identity out there. Let's just go through this court case first. She's listed as Jane Doe. She said that she was invited by Chris Brown to meet him at Star Island, Florida, home of rapper Sean Combs. Now, you must know about Puffy's party. We talking about Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, bad boy. Yes, his parties are legendary. And I'm from that part of Florida, so I could tell you about Star Island. If you don't know about it, you can just easily Google it and look it up. It's a row of houses that are across the water on a little island by themselves, and it's called Star Island, and it's nothing but stars over there. DJ Khaled is over there. Madonna owns house over there. Sylvester Stallone owns houses over there. The closest you will get to these people is by when you're driving on the highway heading down to Miami beachside. You will see them out on their yachts or whatever. Sometimes you recognize them, you call their names out, they'll wave to you, but that's about it. It's where the stars gather, and it's not that easy to gain access there. However, Chris invited her to come to a yacht party that was being held there by Sean P. Diddy Combs. She said that when she arrived, she boarded a yacht and she accepted Chris Brown's offer for a drink as they discussed her career. She got there, they were talking, he greeted her well. Hey, I'm glad you made it. Yeah, come on in. This is my special guest, let her in security. You want something to drink? They're sitting there, they're talking about her career, whoop-de-woo, what's going on with your career? How can I assist you or be of assistance? That type of stuff. This is swimming in the water with sharks, is what I call this. Because if you're a pretty female that's talented, you think, damn, I struck gold. I hit the jackpot. Chris Brown invites me to a yacht party. Now I could get to pitch my ideas to him. Now I could tell him about this choreography that I got going on that I know he can use for his next hit video. I'm about to be working for real, doing what I love to do for real. That type of stuff. And you get excited, right? only to be drugged and raped or taken advantage of. So anyhow, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that that's how it is in a lot of cases. A lot of females have experienced that, and they end up running away from the business when they discover that it's a male-dominated business, and they pretty much pass you around in there if you're not strong and level-headed. I've heard a lot of females say it, so I'm just repeating what they said. Now, after a second drink, she said, she suddenly began to feel disoriented and physically unstable. Now remember, Chris Brown is getting her drinks. This is according to what she said in these court papers. Chris Brown is getting her drinks. She don't know anybody on this yacht. She was invited by Chris Brown. So she is going to, stick by who invited her. You don't go wandering off among these rich, powerful people and nobody knows you here. You stick to who invited you here. So Chris got her first drink. She's drinking it. They're talking. He went and got a second drink. She said as she started to drink the second drink, she began to feel disoriented and physically unstable. This is according to the lawsuit. She said that Chris Brown then dragged her into a bedroom, removed her bikini bottoms, and had sex with her without her consent. Holy shit. An attorney for Chris Brown, by the way, is now 32 years old. An attorney for Chris Brown and two other representatives did not immediately respond to the request for comments on this happening. Writing on Instagram, though, Chris Brown said, "Whenever I'm releasing music or projects, they try to pull some bullshit," and included a blue cap emoji, which is used as slang for you capping. Capping means you lying. In other words, Chris Brown is saying that they are telling lies on him. And it's simply because every time he goes to release a new project, they come up with this type of stuff to sabotage him. Brown pleaded guilty to assaulting singer Rihanna when the pair were dating, and this is back in 2009. We're in 2022, and he has never been forgiven about that. An incident that made headlines around the world after a photo of her bruised face was released. A woman also accused Chris Brown of raping her in Paris in a hotel in 2019. The singer has denied all those allegations. That particular allegation in Paris in a hotel room, he filed a defamation complaint against the accuser. No charges were filed further against Chris Brown in that case. In a new lawsuit, the woman says that Chris Brown called her the day after the incident had took place and told her to take an emergency contraceptive pill to prevent any pregnancy. Wow. So what did he do? Is she saying that he pulled her in, removed her bikini bottoms, and raw dogged? Huh? Wow. And then called her the next day and said, now, if you committed rape on Monday, why would you call the victim on Tuesday and say, hey, don't forget to take that emergency contraceptive pill, man. You don't want to get pregnant, and I'm not ready for a baby, that kind of stuff. That sounds more like consensual. I'm just saying, that sounds more like consensual sex. It was one of them cases where, damn, let's do it. And she's like, yeah, you have a condom. And he's like, nah, I don't have no condom. And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, let me just put the head in. And then nah, yeah, ooh. Before you know it, you're doing it. And then you're doing it without a condom. I know a lot of people are going to act like this ain't never happened to them. But you're only human. And I'm sure whether you were too young and too dumb or whatever the case was, it has happened to you at least once in your lifetime if you're past the age of 25. I'm just saying. But that would seem like one of those cases to me. Why would somebody rape you and then call you the next day to tell you to take a contraceptive pill? I would say somebody would rape you and then to the next day they would say, what? What are you talking about? No, nothing like that happened between us. Or, listen, you were drunk. You jumped all over me. I was drunk. We did it. It's two consenting adults. I didn't take anything from you. You willingly gave it to me. That should be the debate. I can't see a rapist calling the victim the next day and saying, hey, don't forget to take the contraceptive pills to prevent you from getting pregnant. It doesn't make sense. But that's just my opinion, though. So the person who filed this said that she saw Brown twice after that encounter. At one of those meetings, she became irate when she turned down an invitation to his bedroom. So, listen, this ain't making no damn sense. So she is claiming that she also saw him on 2 more occasions after. They met up, they sat, they chilled with each other, they were talking and having fun, jokes, laughing and whatever. And he became irate when he asked her, come on, let's go back to the room again. And she said no. The woman says that she has experienced dramatic mood swings, loss of appetite, panic attacks, and has engaged in self-harm. Like she's starting to think about suicide. This is what she said in the lawsuit. This lawsuit was filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court, and she is seeking for the jury trial, and she wants them to award her $20 million in damages. She's seeking a jury trial. And she wants them to get 20 mil in. Listen, I just gotta say, man, listen, look. If you're young, you got money, you're a target. Especially these brothers, they're targets. A lot of them can't keep their shit in their pants to save their lives anyways. So they out here, you have fame and fortune. You know, there's a lot of loose females around because that fame and that money comes with a lot of females that are willing to do a whole lot of stuff that's strange for a little bit of change. Some of them would do it for free just so they could go away and say, yeah, I slept with Chris Brown, you know? So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. It's a story out there about Drake and some female who he had sex with, but he used a condom. And when he took the condom off, he poured hot sauce in the condom and then tied the condom. And guess what Shorty did? She took the condom with the sperm in it and inserted it back into herself with the hot sauce in it. That's how that's how bad she wanted to say, yep, I got a baby for Drake. Got a baby by Drake, baby. You rich, baby. It's a come up for a lot of these females. And you got to understand why some of these celebrities act the way they act towards regular people. Because they have to be careful. If you hug somebody just to say, hey, you're a fan, I love you, thank you for supporting my music and my craft, you could find yourself in court the next week. That same person you gave an innocent hug, saying you embraced them and rubbed on their booty and touched them in a sexual manner when they thought all they were giving you was a hug. So it's a slippery slope for these people. But he invited her to the yacht party. He fixed all her drinks. She began feeling woozy. He took her back to the room, removed her bikini bottoms, had sex with her without her consent. He contacted her the next day to remind her or to tell her to take a contraceptive so she won't get pregnant. Did he skeet raw? Man, listen, I don't know. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me this. Do you think that this is a false accusation against Chris Brown? Like he said, every time he has a new project coming out, they stir up some bullshit like this. Or do you think that he needs to keep his dingling in his pants and stay away from these females at this point because his history shows that this ain't a good look for him? I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV, and you already know if the topic is hot, we are on it. I'm out. Peace.